for Music Maker Foundation. Today we're taking a look at the intro to Little Mixed Up. This is a Betty James tune. Albert White has put it on his latest album. He does a great version of it. Now, on this album there are three great guitar players, and so it's a little bit difficult to separate out all the parts. These guys are all playing with restraint, so there's a it's a very clear sound. It's really easy with three guitars to end up having everybody stepping all over each other, and they're just doing a great job of playing what's needed and supporting everybody, but not putting in anything extra that gets in the way. So it's a great example of how to play with people. So I recommend that you check out the entire album. So Albert has an interesting right hand, an interesting picking hand. He plays what I consider to be somewhat Freddie King style. He uses a plastic thumb pick on his thumb. He uses a plastic or a metal finger pick on his first finger, depending on, I guess, how he's, the sound that he's looking for. And he uses a bare second finger. So on any one note, plastic thumb pick, metal finger pick, bare finger. Three different tones, and so he's got these three different tones that he can make use of. So he's got a variety of different sounds to choose from, even on just one note. So if you really want to get his sound, you've got to do that. Now, that said, this is all very playable with a flat pick or with bare fingers. So you can do it the way that is most comfortable for you, but to get Albert's sound, you want to play like Albert. So Albert thinks of chord shapes when he plays. So he's thinking of this E7 here, which is sort of where he gets those first two notes. So we're going from an F sharp on string 6 down to the open E. That's the bottom of that E chord. But then he's thinking of this E7. If you imagine this D7 at frets open 1, 2. Well, if you move it up 2 frets and put the 6th string on the bottom, you've got an E7 chord. So that's where he's getting it's right out of the chord shape. When he goes to the A, he's thinking of this A7, and he's kind of once again approaching the root. So he's going to hit a note on the 6th string, then the open A, and then he's going to be thinking of this A7, and when he plays the B7, he's going to take that A7 and he's going to move it up 2 frets, so you're going to be on frets 4 and 5. It only takes 2 fingers. There's your B7, and there's your top 2 notes. The first line, it starts on beat 4, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1. Now right there, I hear him as playing a slightly different note, the G natural, which is part of the A7, which is we're about to get to. So he's going to hit that and give just a little tug. He's not going to bend it to G sharp, but he's going to bend it just a little, so it's a little bluer. Then we got the open, low A, and we got the, and that's with the thumb, and then the fingers, I'm using the bare second finger, but I can't promise you that he doesn't, but that sounds too bright to me. So I think he's using the bare finger there. Now we're going to slide into that A7 that I talked about before. We're going to slide on strings 2 and 3 from fret 1 to 2. And then we got those same high notes. Now he's thinking of this E again, and he's going to hammer from the open G into the G sharp. So on string 3, we're going to hammer from open to 1, and we want the second string ringing above it. So it's going to use the thumb on the low note and the finger on the high note. Then the high E. Then little piece of what looks like an A chord. Second finger's playing 2 notes, the A and the C sharp on fret 2 of strings 2 and 3. And then he's back to that hammer on again. Now he's going to hit the top of the E chord, strings 1 and 2. Now we're going to slide into the B7. So the B7 is at frets 4 and 5. We're going to slide from fret 3 to 4 on strings 2 and 3. And then that lick he's been using on the A, but it's up a whole step to fit the B. Now we're going back to the A, so he's going to jump down to fret 1, and we're on strings 2 and 3. He's going to slide, and then that high note. Now we're going to hit the open E and the open G and hammer into that G sharp. So we're using strings 1 and 3 now. So we're hammering onto string 3, and now we're going to do a jump up to those 2 notes from that E7. Then we're walking down. So there's some passing tones. Now, here's 2 notes from a B7. The rest of the band won't play the B7, but that's going to resolve really strongly back into this piece of an E chord. So we had a little classic walk down there on strings 1 and 3. Now, here's the last chord. I couldn't believe it. Here it is. It just sort of struck me as a little bit of a musical joke here. He's playing a B7 sharp 9. So we've got the regular B7, but we're not going to use string 1. That means we got finger 4. We got finger 4 loose. So now we're going to take finger 4 and we're going to put it on a D natural, or so 1 fret above the C sharp, but we've got a D sharp on string 4. So we've got some dissonance in there. So now he'll hit that. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and kind of that's really, that chord wants to resolve, and it wants to resolve hard, and it wants to resolve now. And so then he's back to the E, and the singing will start. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please check out the clips on the YouTube channel, on the Music Maker YouTube channel of Albert playing. There's some nice live clips. You can see him playing. You can watch his hands. It's interesting to watch somebody's hands sometimes, because they'll play things in a place that I might not have thought of, and that'll expand my knowledge of the guitar. And also, you play notes on different strings, and you get a little bit different sound, and that's clearly an important thing. It's all about the sound. So I hope you've enjoyed this video on Little Mixed Up, and I hope to see you soon with another video. Thank you very much.